Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me out there? Good morning. Just testing my microphone, making sure everyone can hear me. Let me know in the comments if you can hear my microphone out there. I see we have some viewers. Yay! Hello, everyone watching. Kelly says yes. Good morning, Kelly. Thank you guys for joining. Hey, Kelsey. All right, I'm going to switch my view and we are going to get right into this. So, hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining our Configure Alive presenter series. We are on part 4 of 4. So that means this is the last session in our presenter series, and that is because CET Experience is next week. I don't know if any of you guys have noticed the countdown on the CET Experience website, but I went there today and I saw there was 4 days and however many hours, minutes, seconds till, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's 4 days away. I hope you guys are excited for it as I am, because we are gonna have a lot of fun and it's almost here. All right. I have you guys over here to my right with comments, so I will be able to see those coming in. We have a guest that will be joining us a little bit later, Amanda Adams. She's one of our speakers at the CET Experience. I have some giveaways, and we are also going to do a CET Experience rundown. So when the actual conference hits next week, I'm going to do a rundown of what you can expect, how you'll access things, where information is provided at so that you can have the best experience possible. All right, so let's get into it. We got a lot of people on. Good morning, everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining. Beth says, wahoo, so excited. Me too. Yay. Okay, let's get into it. First things first, what can we win? So, I know the conference is next week, but we're still going to give away one more free registration. And registration actually closed last Friday. So this is like the last person that's getting in the experience. You are just sliding right in at the end. I know it's next week, but we will still do a random drawing at the end of this session. So all you have to do is throw up a heart and you have entered yourself into the drawing. If you are already registered for the CET experience and you do happen to win, we can give that registration to a coworker, or we could refund the payment too, or we can figure something out since it is coming up really quickly. But just throw up that heart and you will be entered into the drawing to win free registration. Okay, we also have another giveaway that's going to happen right now. You're going to learn who's the winner right now. So, if you were on the last live stream just a few weeks ago, we sent out a challenge or a task for you guys to complete. And for those of you that completed the task, you entered yourself into a $100 gift card drawing. So, we are going to do that drawing now. So, in this fabulous little cup, I have the people that submitted to that task. And thank you guys so much for participating in that. You will be featured in the CET Experience event next week now. And we really, really appreciate your support and your help with that. So we're going to do that drawing now. I'm shaking up my names. Okay. Drawing a name. Shaking them up some more. Aha, I got one. Who's going to be the winner? Emma Neild. Emma Neild, you are the winner of the $100 gift card. I will message you so we can get that headed your way, but congratulations and thank you so much for participating in that little task that we had for you guys. All right. Morning, Rafina. Morning, Sean. Thank you guys for joining. Okay, so before we get Amanda Adams on the line again, she's our guest speaker for today. She's presenting at the conference on speed, streamlining your workflow. That one's going to be amazing. Before we get her on the call, I am going to do our rundown of the experience. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm actually going to walk through a couple of things, but I'm actually going to walk through what the day will look like on your side. So what you will do to actually attend the conference next week. So I'm going to switch my view. You will be able to see my screen here. You will not be able to see me any longer, but you should be able to hear me still, which is what we need. Good morning, Katie. Thank you for joining. We got people throwing up hearts. Make sure you also hit that little heart icon as far as like where you have the thumbs up, the heart. Make sure you actually hit that heart icon if you want to enter into the drawing. Okay, so here is our CET Experience website. So everything that you need to do for the day of the conference or the days of the conference, October 13 through 15, you are going to come to the CET Experience website and you are going to go to the schedule page. The schedule page is your best friend during this thing. This schedule page is going to keep you on track, and it also includes all of the links for joining the appropriate sessions. So this baby is your lifeline for the CET Experience Conference. If you want to bookmark it, please do so. It's definitely recommended. That way you can easily get to it. So when you're on the schedule page, you will notice the days here at the top. So we have our days and we can click through them easily. You'll also notice that there are sessions with a blue background color and there are sessions with a white background color. When you see the sessions with the blue background color, those are our main hall, or if you will, general sessions where everybody is attending the same thing. And these are hosted through a live stream platform. Anybody can attend these, whether you're registered for the conference or not. Everybody can attend the main hall sessions. So that's going to be your diamond sponsors, your keynotes, a couple fun little things thrown in there as well, but everybody can attend those. So when you want to attend a session, we'll start here with the sessions that are in the main hall. Again, the ones that have that blue background color. And if you do keep scrolling through the day, you'll see a couple more have that blue background color as well. So any of them with the blue background are the main hall sessions anyone can attend when you want to attend one. So let's say it's getting close to 11:30 Eastern time. These times are in Eastern Daylight Time, so make sure that you are aware of that and adjust the timing for your time zone accordingly. But these are kind of static and fixed at Eastern Time, the times that we see here. So make sure you do the math for your time zone if needed. So it's getting close to 11:30. I want to join the welcome for day one. All I have to do is come out to the schedule, make sure I'm on the right day, click that time frame, and then off to the right, join now. I just simply click that button, and I'm actually going to show you what pops up when you hit join now in just a second. But let's keep just looking at the schedule here. Now, let's say we've gotten through all the main hall content and I'm ready to join a breakout session. Now, breakout sessions and any sessions with just the white background, you have to be a registered attendee for the conference to join these sessions. So what's going to happen is when you click on, let's say it's 110, I'm going to join the advanced installation drawings. I click on that. I get a message that I need to log in. So I cannot access that link until I've logged in. So you're going to hit login here. This is going to be your My Configura credentials. Now back to the schedule. That's for our West Coasters to be able to grab some lunch. That's for people to check their email so you don't have to worry about what you're missing during other portions of the conference. But if you're looking for something to do during that break, we do have a networking opportunity for you. And that is also only available to the people registered for the conference. But same thing, if you want to join that, you just simply click the session and join. All right. So that's why this session is, or this schedule, this is your lifeline during the conference. That is exactly how you will operate on all 3 days. Now let's go look at the main hall because you'll see the main hall is where we're at for like the first portion of the conference. I don't have to come to each one of these different things and hit join now. I can just join now for that first session, and then I will leave the main hall live stream opened for this entire run of sessions here. Again, I don't have to keep coming out here, clicking these sessions and join now. But let's see what that looks like. Our live stream platform is going to be the main hall session. So I'm going to hit join now. And here we are on our live stream platform. So you will see it's operating through the web. So you can actually keep this window. You could just go to it once, minimize it when you're ready to get to a breakout session, join a breakout session. When you're ready to get back to the main hall, just simply open that window back up and you're back to the main hall. Now, this is the main hall. Of course, we are not starting the conference yet. We're almost there, so we have a little bit of messaging here. Now, what this main hall is going to look like when it is live and active for the CET experience, this window right here where I see this early bird image, this becomes the video player. So once this is actually going live, I will actually see the live feed here. Don't worry, you'll be able to expand the live feed to a full screen mode, a couple different modes. There is a Q&A area where you can ask questions. There is a chat, so you can chat with your friends. You can even do a private chat by clicking on that little person icon. Now, so we're watching the live stream, we're watching that main hall. If you want like a high level of what's coming next in that main hall, that's just going to be in that about section at the bottom. So let's say we've gotten through all of this main hall stuff. We've now made it to a breakout session where I need to join a Zoom link. Again, that's just as simple as going back to the schedule. Now, if I already have the schedule like bookmarked here, I can just go right there. But I also have these links at the top of the main hall, day 1, day 2, day 3. I can just simply, if I'm on day 1, I can just hit day 1, and there I'm taken to the schedule, find the Zoom breakout session I want to attend, and just simply click on it. All right. That's all you got to do. Now, let's say I made it through my breakout session. Again, maybe I joined this networking opportunity. We made it through all of our breakout sessions. I want to come back to join this break. If I left the main live stream open, I can just click back to it, and there we are. Or if I had closed it, I just simply click this, join now, and then I'm back. Now, one thing I do want to point out with your main hall, when you come here for the very first time, you will be asked to enter in your name and email. And I see Kate has already added a chat for us. Hey, Kate. So you'll see this chat is actually active even when there isn't a live stream going on. So if you got some private combos going with some friends or some buddies, those will stay active even when there's not something going on in the main hall session. But again, when you come here for the very first time, you will be asked to enter in your name and your email. Once you do that for the first time, if you keep joining from the same device, you will not have to keep entering in your name and email. Now, if you do join from another device, because you can join from like a mobile device, our main hall is supported beautifully on mobile devices, you would need to enter in your email and name one more time because it is an unrecognized device. But if you keep coming back to this main hall session from the same device, you should not have to enter in your name and email every time. Okay? So that is the basics of it here. Let's see. I know CET Designer is helping me answer some questions here. I've seen some things coming through. Lots of hearts, lots of hellos. Thank you guys so much for joining. Kaylee, what a great conference format. Love. Mary Beth, so there's nothing that's automatically going to happen like on your Outlook calendar or whatever calendar solution that you use, but you could absolutely take this link and you could add it to like your own calendar invite. So that link you could add to a calendar invite on your side if you would like. One thing I will point out on the schedule side, when you do log in, if you are a registered attendee, you have these little hearts that appear next to the breakout sessions. That would be how you can basically create a schedule for yourself. So let's say I heart a few sessions here. I am not playing favorites. These are all fabulous sessions. I'm just going to heart them in alphabetical order. So let's say at 110, I want to attend advanced installation drawings. 240, I want to attend AR, VR, XR. 350, I want to attend creating realistic materials. So I can heart those. Now what I can do is I can actually come up to filter. I can turn my filter on and I can filter to only show my favorites. That way I'm only seeing the sessions that I've hearted, and that just makes it very easy for me to just come in and click during that time frame, join Zoom meeting, click join Zoom meeting, and I don't have all the other times and sessions to wade through. So I would highly recommend, if you haven't already, come heart the sessions that you want to attend. That way your schedule is built for you and it's very easy for you to just simply click and join and click and join. Okay? Now, one last thing that I want to point out, CEUs. So you have lots of sessions that qualify for CEUs. I will mention that not quite all of them do qualify for CEU, so pay attention to that green CEU tag. And you can actually do a filter to see just CEU sessions if you would like. So CEUs, a lot of sessions qualify for them. If you are collecting CEUs, go to our CET Experience briefcase. There is a post about the CEUs and how you collect them there. And you can email, there's a contact for emailing if you have questions on CEUs as well. Amanda, I want to see so many of the sessions. If I choose not to attend, some can we access recordings later? Great question, Amanda. So recordings, every session is going to be recorded. If you're a registered attendee to the conference, you will be able to access all of the recordings after the fact. If you're not a registered attendee, we will be releasing a small handful of the recordings for you to watch after the fact, and more information will be shared on that after the conference. Jeremy, this format is rad. Yay! All right. So that's what I have for you guys on how this thing is going to work, just a general rundown. So click around in that schedule, make sure you understand everything that's going on. This live stream recording will be posted in our briefcase. So if you do go back and watch a few things and you have some questions, absolutely put those questions in the briefcase. Okay? So I'm super excited to get this thing going. We can't wait to show you all the cool stuff that we put together, and you have so many fabulous sessions to attend. So now let's move on to get our guest on the call here, Amanda Adams. She's got a fabulous presentation lined up for you guys. So let's go give her a call, pick her brain, ask her some questions. If you guys have any questions for Amanda, you can absolutely put them in the chat here. Lynn, yes, CEUs are approved through IDCEC. Good question. Beth, how long will those videos be available after the conference for those of us that have registered? That's a great question. We will follow up with you on that one as far as how long they are available. Good one out there. Chad, what if so many people want to do chat with programmers that Zoom blows up? That is an interesting thing. Okay, let me tell you, the sessions max out at 500 people. Now, thankfully, sessions are repeated 3 times. So if you try to get into a session and it's maxed out at 500 people, grab or hop on another one and come back. Hopefully, we will not be disturbing Zoom too much and everything will be able to not have any technical difficulties. Fingers crossed. Okay, so now let's get Amanda on the line here and keep moving. So I'm going to click through a couple of things on my end and then I will switch my view so that you can see what's happening. Okay, we're almost there. Hey, Amanda, can you hear me out there?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. Let me
Awesome.
switch my view here. Looks like everybody should be able to see and hear you at this point as well. But of course, you guys on the chat will let me know. So, thank you for joining. Love your headset, by the way. We're like little headset buddies. Um, we've just been going through what to expect for day of the conference. I think everybody is super excited. So let's get into the questions that I have for you here. And then if they have any questions, I'll be sure to relay those to you as well.
Perfect. Thank you.
And I hope your cats will be joining us.
I hope so too. They've been in here this morning. I have my heater on, so they might come and visit.
Okay, good. Um, okay, so this is the first question I ask every time. If you've ever watched our live streams, you probably know it's coming. What is your favorite feature in CET Designer?
So I'm pretty sure a lot of people have the same answer. But mine is Photolab, or the ability to do really quick renderings. I think it's a wonderful tool and it's very powerful, especially for people nowadays being so visually oriented.
Yes, absolutely. I love that one, and I think a lot of times we're like, we love the 2D, we love the 3D, we love reconfiguration, whatever it might be, but it's like
Mhm.
Photolab is like our tried and true, like
Oh yeah.
we're here
We're
for it.
designers. We like making things pretty.
Yes, that is what I was obsessed with in college. I was the CAD lab worker because
Me too.
okay, yes, I was like, I gotta be doing these renderings all night.
Uh-huh. This is life.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so let's get into your session. So your session is speed. We're not going to give too much away here, but speed streamlining your workflow. So what, you know, we start working in CET Designer, we potentially start building up some bad habits doing things. Now we've learned about a more efficient way to do something. What is your recommendation for breaking those bad habits? How do we relearn how to do things in a better way?
Mhm. Absolutely, and that's really hard. I think at least the way I did it when I started working in CET is you gotta go cold turkey on it. You just have to.
Mhm.
So, if you're one of those who you like to go back into CAD and work with your cap symbols, and you like to export your pricing and do the specifications in cap, stop doing it. Just, like, throw your cap key out the door and rip the band-aid off and just let CET do what it's designed and meant to do, because it's going to help you so much in later down the road when you've learned those skills and you know how to do it. You just got to kind of stumble through the first couple of weeks and you'll get it.
Yes, I completely agree with you on that one. I will admit that when I started using CET Designer, I was one of the left click and pan people versus using my middle mouse button.
Oh
And
man.
and I was like, one too many times of making that error. I was like, I'm done. I'm quitting with the left mouse button. I'm going to relearn how to use this middle mouse button. And it took a few
Yep.
days, but I got there. And now it's like now that's ingrained in my brain using the middle mouse button or the scroll wheel to pan. So I'm
Oh yeah.
totally with you on the cold turkey thing. And I'm
It's
so sorry. That
No,
left
you're
click
good.
is
One of the things that I find, like, whenever I have to get back into CAD, I get really frustrated that, like, the flick it doesn't escape out of my current tool.
yes. I'm in other programs flicking all the time and I'm like, this isn't oh yeah, I'm not in CT designer. Yeah.
That's me.
Yes. Okay, so if we are going to start adopting some of these speed efficient tools, what is your number one must use for speed?
So, the number one for speed that I use literally every day. It's like the second thing I open up once I get CET going is your custom tool palette. I think
Mm.
it's one of those a lot of people don't know how to use it or they forget about it because it's not there in the foreground. But I feel it's one of those that if people know about it and they know how to customize it and they feel comfortable with it, it's going to really save them a lot of time instead of having to go back and look through all your other tabs, just to find your, chain dimension or
Mhm.
silly things like that that aren't necessarily in your 2D toolbar all the time.
Yeah, and that one is a little bit more of a hidden feature, but you're going to talk about it during your presentation. So everybody will be able to learn about it shortly. Yes, I
Yep,
love that one.
it's definitely my favorite.
Yes. Now, what about have you discovered or found? Okay, so we're in this kind of new workplace pandemic environment. Have you found any tools that lend themselves particularly well to kind of the new way we're designing workspaces?
So it's this is a loaded question. I mean, because 2020 has been a disaster. Let's get real. I
Yes, it
think
has. 2020,
just
the year.
Oh god, the whole year. Um, and I think just CET in general and the ability to do live design as a whole is really what has been a game changer for I know a lot of dealers and a lot of designers who may or may not have been doing that before COVID and before 2020. I feel now just being able to show a client in 3D live what you're doing with their project, what their options are, from, whether you want a file or a box file to do you want a white paint or a gray paint.
Hmm.
It's, it's incredible giving them the live visual and then being able to collaborate with you and save time. And I think a lot of people are starting to learn that live design is a really fantastic tool if they hadn't had much experience or hadn't worked with it or never even tried it before COVID.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad you bring that up because we have noticed that as well. Live design is just so important during these times. We actually have, I'll plug this for a second. We have some live design webinars coming up for free on the Academy, and there's a live design session just because of how much people have been starting to embrace it during this environment. So I think you're spot
Mhm.
on there.
Live
Um,
design's incredible.
Yes, Mary Beth wants to know how you get that headset. So we provided these headsets for presenters for the CET experience, so that audio was good and everybody would have a nice, smooth, enjoy their time listening to all of our fabulous presenters. So you will see this headset pop up quite a bit here.
Might not be a bad idea to send a link to it where people might be able to purchase their own off of Amazon or something.
Yes, that is very smart. We will put that link in there. Now they will not maybe come with the cool swag, but I do like we had a hashtag headset giveaway. Maybe we'll be able to make that happen.
There you go.
Okay, so I have one more question for you. If you guys have any questions for Amanda, get them out here. So what are you most looking forward to in our CET experience coming up?
So this one I think is really going to be interesting since it's virtual. But one of the things that I'm super excited about is just learning new tricks. I'm one of those, as you guys know from my session, I'm all about what are those little tidbits of information and that one thing I never knew existed. I'm like, I never knew what that button did, just learning those little things that I never knew about. Um, and I'm very excited about that, and I think that that's gonna be an amazing thing that is gonna come from this. I also think being in a virtual platform, you're gonna get a lot more of those introverted people out and asking questions, where they can say it in a chat and they don't have to worry about speaking up, in front of
Mm-hmm.
a whole class of 70 people, and so I think that's going to be really, really exciting to see how everyone's going to collaborate on the digital platform.
Yeah, I love that you bring that up. That's kind of there's all these little things where we were like, "Oh man, we won't get to network anymore. We won't get to see our friends in person." That is a
Right?
bummer. I absolutely agree. But there's things that are coming out that are like, there are some pros to the virtual experience, and I think that is one of them that you mentioned. So I'm glad to hear you say that. And I also love to hear you say, I mean, you've been a user for years and years and years and you're still excited to learn new stuff.
Oh,
And
always.
I love that.
And I mean, I'm one of those if there's a product webinar, that's going on something that I'm like, yeah, I specify that every day. I still join in because you never know what
Mhm.
you're going to learn from somebody.
Yeah,
You can be pretty much the creator of the software and you see somebody else use it in a different way and you're like, wow, I never thought of that.
exactly.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, all the minds coming together and learning all these different ways that people do things.
Absolutely. It's just amazing. And that's part of what I love about the experience every year is outside sure we're a bunch of competitors, but here when we get here, we're all colleagues and we're all friends and we all love to help each other and teach each other and it's just such a cool experience.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. Well, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining,
Awesome.
Amanda. We cannot
Thank
wait
you.
for your presentation coming up next week. So we will talk to you soon. Have a good rest of your day.
Sounds great. Y'all too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Alrighty. I'm going to do a little switch here. So that is what we have on Amanda's side. Thank you so much for joining, Amanda. That is going to be a fabulous presentation. I know everybody is getting super excited for that. So we are going to head into our free registration giveaway, and that's it. We got the conference coming up next week. That's all I have for you at this point, okay? So, just checking my comments. Let's do the random giveaway and then we will wrap up. So, I am just going to pull open a few things here. I'm going to switch my view to our number generator. Get your hearts in. This is your last chance. Use the actual little heart icon, throw it up there, and let's see how many hearts we have. Get my mouse so I can see it. We're gonna go here. I'll refresh the page just to make sure I have the most accurate heart number. And let's get to it. Wow, lots of activity out there on the live stream. Good for you guys. Pulling that up now. Oh my goodness, we have 72 hearts. Holy cow. That is a record by a lot. I am so appreciative for everybody throwing up the hearts. I do kind of hope I get a lower number so we don't have to count so many, but I will be happy with whatever. Okay, so 72 hearts. That's going in the max. We're going to generate 22. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my hearts and I'm going to count. The 22nd person that threw up the heart is going to be the winner of the free registration. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't want to scroll too far. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Emily Keenan, you are the winner of the free CET experience registration. Again, if you're already registered, we can hand this off to a coworker or we can do a refund. But we will be messaging you privately. So congratulations, Emily. You have won the very, very last CET experience registration. All right. So that's what I have for you guys here. Oops, sorry, wrong view there. That's what I have for you guys here. So I hope you're excited for the CET experience next week. I know we are super excited to talk to everyone, see everyone. If you do have any questions, please get them in that briefcase before the event goes off. But of course, we will be there to support you as the event is going as well. So have a fabulous rest of your day, everyone, and we will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.